Hello everybody, come on in. Hello everybody, I've got a spider. Now, this is a Wi-Fi repeater. I was going to position it in the window of my bedroom. That's the closest thing to the lab. I can see my router down here, but I just can't make the connection. So I think this might do the trick. It's a 5G 2.4 gig. Oh no, it's 2.4G and 5G compatible. Got power, WPS, that's when you press the button and the computer finds it. Wi-Fi signal, and it has 2 LAN ports on the back. So that's going to be going into my bedroom, as I said, in the window, and hopefully I'll then have network connectivity while I in the future I'll be able to run a cable I've got all the way down here, which will be more direct and it'll be LAN. So that's the first one. Now, a really interesting one. There are 2 project boxes that I have bought for a single purpose, which I'll show you in a moment. They come with 4 screws, obviously. And they also come with a seal. Now what these are going to be for is for housing 4-way sockets for the 24 volts. Which these won't be this is a template that I should be using to mark out everything, but that's what it's going to look like. And I can put one there under the testing socket for 250 volt equipment, and if it'll run off there, the 3-pin socket I've got there, then it'll run off 24 volts with these. These project boxes are brilliant. They're the correct size. I didn't have to reorder or anything like that. Fantastic. I don't know how much I'm going to get through today, but hopefully it will be very interesting. Excuse me. So here are a couple of solar inserts which are switchable, so you switch them on and off without having to open it, and the switch is there. You just push it and away it goes. Whether I've got a charger on, try switching this one on. Oh, there you go. It's got a charge in. Okay, and this one's the same. That one's already switched on. You can tell I've been playing, can't you? Switch that one off. Switch that one off. That's it. Now, something totally different. Many of you will remember this. My poor old chap wind turbine. Well, in the storage upstairs in the flat, and that have moved down here, I damaged some wires. Luckily, I was able to find one of the breaks. That's the red wire where the end of my finger is. And the inner coil, which I had planned for, I can't immediately find the break, so I'm just going for the generator to start with and go from there. And the idea I had for the inner coil was to have the DC coil, the DC output of the coil after rectification, that's the outside coils. I was going to monitor it with a step-up converter or step-down converter, whichever, so that when the winds were really strong, and this was going around hell for leather, once it, with the step-down converter coming off the inside coils, I was going to get that to close a relay and cause a magnetic field build-up in the inner ring, which would then slow the whole thing down a little bit. I don't want a sudden stop or a force that is going to really slow it down. I just wanted enough that if the main coil generated a little bit more, that meant more current went out to hold the relay in, to slow it down. Whether it will work or not, no idea. It's an experiment. But as I found this one, I can now go ahead and go in the office and find the top to this one and get it up and generating. That's my idea anyway. How soon that will be, I've no idea. I do have another wind turbine under the bench. In fact, I've got two, I think. No, just one. But that one, I'm going to experiment with some magnetic wire 1 mil, and hopefully I can rewind the coils. I don't know what voltage I'll get out of them at the moment. This one, poor old chap, I could comfortably get 50 volts out of that. No problem at all. And no, I'm not going hell for leather, because I get, just by turning it like that, I get 12 volts easy. And for those of you who scoff at what I'm saying about voltage, if you go back to my original videos with this on, you'll see what I've done with the magnets, and there is an explanation in the video, or one of the videos, whereby a gentleman on YouTube called Poor Old Chap gave me the idea. That's why I'm calling the turbine Poor Old Chap, in his honour. It's a common thing. It's well known, but not well implemented. I haven't seen anyone else implement it. And basically what it does is it takes a circular magnetic field and elongates it. In other words, if the magnetic field looked like that, round, exactly round, and you do this modification, it takes the magnetic field and squashes it and pushes it out of the ends. That's a well-known phenomenon. Look it up if you don't want to look at my videos, but if you do look at my videos, I will be very pleased. I've got 5 of these, and they've got, they do it by weight, not in length, 125 grams. Now, I'm uncertain as to how long that is, so the only thing I can say is keep an eye on this channel, and we'll find out together. That's going to be quite fun, because I know that it works on Poor Old Chap, and I'm getting 50 volts. I don't worry about current to that extent. I know current's important, but if I'm only generating 200 milliamps or 100 milliamps, I'm happy, because that means I've got a trickle going in to the power wall every time the wind blows. Enough to turn it on, I mean. And as you can see, turning it is not a difficult task. Yes, it's cogging, but it's not difficult. So the wind shouldn't find that much of a problem. So there are, my friends. This is from www.brocot.co.uk. So if you want to get yourself some magnetic wire and experiment with it, that's where I get all my magnetic wire from, always have. Right.